Hello, this is ZDs. Welcome back to another Mario Maker 2 video, clearing more Uncleared 2020 levels. I hope you liked my little intro. We'll see what that's about later. I went with all 5 themes this week, and then I played a very easy Super Mario Bros. 1 level, so I actually did a 6th level for that one, but kind of turned out that I didn't have to. It would have been a long enough video without it, but whatever. You like to watch me play levels, I hope. First one, we start with 3D World. We're going backwards this time. Trying a spring drop, because I feel like I can do it, but they're hard to do in 3D World. The springs have a physicality to the left and right on 3D World that they don't in other styles. So it makes it more difficult to actually do a spring drop. I actually tried it like a few times, and then I just backed out and looked at the map, and it turns out it would have been pointless anyway. It's way too far away, the next part of the level. So I'm going back to the beginning and checking all these stupid pipes. This is a very garbagey level. It's just pick a pipe, pick a door, garbage, a lot of enemy spam in the subworld. Here it's okay. So we're going to try each of these green pipes. That's all I see right now. Most of them are going to be death pipes or nothing. Well, if they're nothing, if they send you backwards, they kill you because you're going to drop into the pit. So here's the second one. Also a death pipe. And I missed the death. I wanted to leave him an X in here, but I couldn't die. So I'm not going to time out. Third pipe turns out to be the charm. As far as I know, none of the other pipes lead anywhere. I assume those 2 pipes right above me are 2 of the other pipes, and this pipe right here will actually come back to that. Actually, do I do that right away? Or do I go forward? I don't remember what I tried first. I pretty meticulously try everything until I find the right way. I kind of don't want to go down these donut blocks here. There's a bottom pipe, death. Donut blocks in 3D World also have a physicality that they don't in other styles. They're not a semi-solid. I can drop them and stand on them, but I can't go from underneath. Other styles I can always go underneath. Yeah, this one I think also leads back to the beginning. Probably a couple, but I think there's 2 pipes that I don't ever check, and they're probably the ones that are at the start of this subworld. So yeah, see these right here? If these are stuck above me, I can't go up through them. I do have a fire flower, so I can get rid of most of these guys, but I will lose it here. But if you notice that there's a cat power up right up here, so we'll lose the fire flower. It's fine. I'm thinking this blue block will eventually disappear, and I'm thinking maybe I should try this pipe first, but it's a soft lock. Thankfully, there hasn't been a checkpoint yet. There are checkpoints in this level. There are 2. Thankfully, I did not get soft locked after I got them. I feel like he put all the most garbage at the beginning of this level, and then he kind of just finished the level after that. But yeah, let's see, the blue block disappears, but there is stuff over here. I was actually kind of thinking that it was gonna just vanish. There's the first checkpoint. Scared to go in any pipes here. So we'll just stay above that, and that's the correct choice, apparently. All those down there, that's gotta be all death. Yep, the second checkpoint is right after the exit pipe. I guess he expected me to... I think if I could have maybe cat dive there, but I think I would have been off screen enough to kill me. You can fall down below the screen a little bit, but not too far before you die. And I don't trust that. I know there is a pipe that leads right to it, but I thought maybe I could go down below. And I'm like, oh crap, am I stuck? And I'm not stuck. I can actually like climb the since there's nothing to the right here, it's the end of the level. It's almost like a wall, although I can't really jump off of it, but I can kind of jump against it on the pipe. And that's all it is, long pipe to the finish here. Yeah, what a crap level. I'm surprised the cat usually climbs on the pole when you get it. I guess if you come out the pipe on the very bottom, you don't get anything. But that's okay, I don't need 1-ups. Yeah, I leave a lot of notes this time around. I'm getting a little braver. You should be ashamed. And you should be. If you make levels like that, you're just trying to give people a bad time. Is it really that funny to you? I mean, I don't really get the mentality of these people who make levels like that. The second level is the new soup level. This one is a speed run. It's, I don't know, it's kind of crappy. It's not terrible. I don't like that moment right there where he sends you out the door right into a bomb. You're supposed to spin jump on him and kill those dry bones with him, but you can't react out the door that quickly. So that's going to kill you for sure. It killed me several times, actually, because I would forget about it the further I got into the level. The thing I don't like about this course the most is the sound effects. There's so many sound effects in this. I hate sound effects in general. I've mentioned it many times. Probably my least favorite part of the game. I would be extremely happy if they ever made a Mario Maker 3, if they cut them out altogether, but I suspect a lot of people would be very angry about it. So I would suggest if they do, I don't think they're gonna make a Mario Maker 3, to be honest, but if they do, I would suggest that they keep them in and not follow my advice, but or my preference, that is. Here you lose your beetle shelmet, and this part is really weird. You see he's kind of stuck in these springs and on top of a few clouds. Sometimes when I get to this point, that whole row of clouds is there, and sometimes it's not, and I'm not 100% sure. Bowser must destroy them in some way, but I don't quite get it, to be honest. I think if I spawn him in at a certain point, the springs might not spawn in. I don't understand. He must wreck the clouds. I see how the clouds are here now. I didn't know this at first, but when he's stuck in this position, and here you see me stabbing him a little bit. If you get up there, he doesn't actually hit you. I thought for sure he would knock my shelmet off. If all those clouds are there, I can get up on these springs really easy. If some of them are destroyed, I can't. You see, he's still alive to the left there. And so that's him on the left. At this point, I'm very close to the end, so we're going to do a full run of this level. Yeah, you'll notice especially that cat paw sound effect is all over the place on this level. That's one of the most annoying effects there is. It really blocks your view. Look at this part with every single thwomp has this cheering section stamped on him, so every time you walk past him that pops up and it keeps flashing in your eye, you know. I think people with epilepsy playing this game probably don't play this game. It's probably a very bad idea. Anyway, a lot of flashing lights, and a lot of that has to do with I almost feel like there should be maybe an option to turn it off. Maybe that would be, it would probably really piss some people off if you could do that, but I would absolutely turn them all off if I could. Yeah, watch, I go up here. Now, right now I don't have to move, so it's not a big deal. But in other spots where I have to move, when I was actually trying to get up on those springs that the clouds were destroyed, it made it impossible. Because I could never see where I was. So we're in this section again. This is the final section. I did die on this final jump a few times. But if you get this far, you have to ground pound and get in there. And I actually have quite a bit of time left. But you have to be really careful to get on top of that spring. If you hit the side of it, you're going to get bounced off into those spikes. But yeah, kind of pretty crappy level. Yeah, I wasn't, I left them a note about the sound effects. You know, these people aren't going to play. I didn't actually check most of these people's profiles. Sometimes if I like a level, I'll see if they have any more uncleared levels, or maybe even play a cleared level. So this is the level where that preview image came from, the soft lock. This is, I don't want to say this is that bad. It's a puzzle level about hitting on off switches, and there are some good ideas on this level, but a lot of really obnoxious things too. I don't think you could actually hit that on-off switch by throwing the Koopa shell at the note block, which is what I assumed you had to do at first. Maybe that's how to do it, but it's much easier if you come over to this side right here. And my strat eventually, once I figured everything out in this puzzle, I could do it almost immediately. But it took me forever to figure each little part off. And this, I'd be hopping on this. Yeah, I really don't think you could hit that on-off switch from you want to go over here for sure. What you want to do is aim on top of these munchers. When the one is going down, you throw it on top of the muncher and it hits the on-off switch. That's how I eventually got to it. Yeah, this puzzle level probably has about 10 or 11 different puzzles, and each one is pretty hard to figure out. And I think the upload time was like 5 minutes, so it's a long level in any way. And as far as I could see, there wasn't any cheese or anything. He's got it pretty well made. But yeah, eventually, there's a part of the level where you're jumping through on-off blocks and hitting the switch at the same time, and I got stuck inside on-off blocks with only like 20 seconds off the clock, and 500 seconds is 8 minutes. So I had to, and I didn't want to start over. I was past the checkpoint, so I had 8 minutes to sit there and wait for it. And I wasn't gonna start over because this part right here sucks too. Although again, I kind of figured it out right away, and then I decided to do it a different way because I kept dying. It's kind of more fun that second way though. This part's not too bad. There's a shell coming out of this green pipe, a Koopa anyway, and you want to throw it up, and there's an on-off switch actually past where you see, but you want to bounce off of these bullets to get up there. I think I missed it there. There you go. You got to hit it right where the arrows show. There must only be one switch up there. This part took a long time. This part and the next part took me the longest to figure out. This is part of the puzzle where I was like, oh, this is actually kind of cool. Maybe it's gonna get cool now. And the next part's kind of cool too. I fade actually. I spent a long time trying to figure this out. Yeah, you want to throw it up, jump up, catch it, and throw it at the right time when you're almost through those on-off blocks. Now this is the section. This next section is the one where I get soft locked. So you gotta throw it up, catch it, and throw it up. And you saw me kind of clip through the block a little there. Eventually, I got caught inside of it. But this is the part that took me forever to figure out, and it's very easy too. And I don't know why it took me so long, because I kind of figured it out at one point, and then I messed up. And maybe I had it in my head to do it a certain way. And getting these shells back too, kind of a pain. But yeah, I'm thinking I want to throw it from the side here, and it's not the way to do it. Here's where I get soft locked. 8 minutes waiting. playing on my phone for 8 minutes. My record for this level is not good. If you want a good world record to grind, that's all you have to do. Throw it up and jump. It's very easy, and it took me, I don't know, like, not even counting those 8 minutes, probably like 5 minutes to figure out. Then plus the 8 minutes I was stuck. This one also took me a little while because I wanted to do it cleverly, but it's pretty straightforward, really. It's just a timing thing. But I got it in my head. You're gonna see a couple of fades in this level just because a lot of it was me effing around. Here's a fade. I got it in my head that I could get back there, and I can't. I really thought I could. I had it worked out in my brain, and I'm like, maybe I thought I could slide through the through that when the seesaw is down to the right, the left side. I thought maybe I could slide under those one ways, but you can't. I did have a fun idea that maybe I could have shell jumped out of here, but that would have also been pretty impossible. Right here, I'm contemplating, can I do anything? No, I'm screwed. And the two parts before that took me forever to figure out. Literally every time I would die in this section, it would take me like 30 seconds to get back here. Not even, probably like 10 seconds. This section I figured out pretty quickly. Although I think it's pretty obvious. There's a reset door. He's very generous with these reset doors. But yeah, I booed this one pretty early, and I don't regret it just because it's somewhat obnoxious with some of the things you have to do. But yeah, so there's a Koopa with a mantra on his back. You just want to kill the Koopa right when he's above the P-switch, so the mantra falls on the P-switch. Now this one, I wouldn't even call it puzzle. It's more platforming. I've had to do this in other levels. So I want to... You can't climb with the shell, obviously, so you want to throw the shell up, catch it, and then move to each vine. Throw it up right before you grab the vine. And then throw it at the last second. I always kind of wanted to make a level where you had a shell jump off of vines. I've seen that too, though. It's not a perfectly original idea, but you don't see too many people do that. I should make another level where you use shell jumpings in more platforming situations. Now right here, I was like, well, he doesn't give me a shell, so maybe you can actually get through this section with a clown car. I'm very stupid because I could just go get the shell, and I actually thought maybe I could duck in the clown car, but you can't do that exactly, and you die here. Do this again, and we'll just grab the shell. And you want to put the shell inside the clown car, and then it chases you. It's like an enemy, and he can come up through this bridge right here. When he does, I'll kill the shell. And then I see this next part, and it's like, well, I need to hit that on-off switch, so I guess I'm going back to get the shell again. I guess I didn't have to kill that shell. I could have just jumped on it, and it would have fallen out of the clown car. But I could always go back, so no big deal. And then I'm probably going to fade again, I think. Maybe I'd take one shot, and then I'm like, well, that's what I have to do. I just have to get it correct. And I eventually do. It didn't take me too long, though. The clock is still 100 seconds. I don't know. Something like that. Yeah, not the worst level ever, but I think I tell them in the comment, half of it I liked, half of it I didn't. And that's fair. It's one of those levels that takes forever, and it's some of those throws are pretty difficult. And then there's the soft lock, which is pretty inevitable, I feel. I only did it once, though. So the Super Mario Bros. 3 level is probably the most interesting level of this video. In that I've never seen this tech before, and I still don't quite understand it. And I'm just kind of amazed to learn new things at this game. You know, were we almost at the 5th anniversary? God, in June it's the 5th anniversary of this game, and I'm still learning things about it. It's a very complex game. That's why I like it so much. But you start off in this very traditional pokey situation. You get a power up, and then we go to the subworld over here, and then we're in a whole world of hurt. Yeah, this is just an intro. And he makes you kind of work for the checkpoint too. Basically, I have to give up the mushroom to get the checkpoint. I wonder if it would be easier if I just ran. But I wouldn't want to go through that first section there. So these pokies are in Lakitu clouds, and they're just floating back and forth. You see me get hit, I'm like, oh, I better get that checkpoint right now. It's kind of weird. So if you're to the left of them, no, is it if you turn away from them, they chase you really fast, faster than you can run. And if you face them, they slow down. I'm not 100% sure. But I eventually, I'm going to show a few tries, and I die right here a million times. That's the worst spot for me. If I get past that, I can actually give it a chance. But yeah, for me, it was about switching lanes in the right spot. I turn around a little bit. Sometimes I slow down. Eventually there are, and I'm going to show you the life where I first see that there are power-ups. Eventually here. I'm just showing random tries because I was trying to figure out what the hell to do because I didn't quite get it. This one had, what, like 200 tries or something before I started? Or was it over 100? Maybe close to 200? I know I probably died 100 times on it. It was difficult. So yeah, I think this is the life where I see that there are mushrooms. And then you kind of trap yourself sometimes, and it's like, oh, and there's another line of mushrooms. So there's like 3 lines of mushrooms, and eventually at the very end there are fire flowers. So here's the final run. So I slow down there, I jump up, get it, and I damage boost. Because honestly, a lot of this time I don't know what to do this correctly, if there's a better way. Yeah, see, I'm trying to change things. I didn't even need the mushroom there. Here's the fire flowers. Once you get the fire flowers, you can shoot. Kill them. And you don't need the fire flowers to win, although... Well, no, I think you could do it even without a mushroom. You just have to wait for the guy to get all the way to the pipe. So yeah, that actually took me quite a while. Nothing compared to that last level, which, what was the record? 27 minutes? But 10 minutes, I think I did start over at least once so I could get the mushroom again. Although you can also go back to get the mushroom if you want. It doesn't help. That never helped me, to be honest. Yeah, so I actually gave that one a like and said, wow, I don't quite understand that, but I kind of like the challenge. It was a tough level. That guy didn't have any other uncleared levels, unfortunately. He only had 4 levels made, I think. So now we're on to the Super Mario Bros. 1. This first one is nothing. It's a nothing level. No one played it. Honestly, I should have booted it, but it's so easy that I didn't really bother. But you know, your first instinct is, well, Mario, go to the right. And I fall off there, but I don't think I actually looked, or if I tried another time to jump further, but it doesn't look like there's anything over there anyway. So my next instinct is to, well, I'm going to have to bounce off these bullets to the left. There must be a platform up to the left that I can get to. And its timing is the problem here. I like the thwomp inside this little structure that has no purpose. Maybe there's a hidden block in there. I don't know. I didn't look. And then I hit that coin block, and then I'm like, well, there must be a path going up there, and that's all it is. I did get shot. So I think this level took me like 3 or 4 lives. Maybe 3? I can't remember. I think I died twice, yeah. I might have cut out one death. I don't remember. I might have got shot in the head pretty quick. And I'm thinking right now there's probably all... He did try to shoot me again. I thought, well, that's the start of the level. There must be more. No, that's the end of the level. That's all it is. Yeah, and I leave this guy a note that says, well, that was easy. And then though we're 26 minutes into the video, I decided, before I knew how long it was going to be, obviously, that maybe I should get one more. At least a better Mario 1 level. More fun to watch than that. And that's a weak way to end it, although I could have switched to one of the more interesting levels, I suppose. The previous 3 levels were much more interesting. And this one isn't even that great of a level either, but it's a level, at least. There's stuff to do in it. This one kind of tricked me, because up front it looked like it was okay, like it was a pretty interesting level. Not super interesting, but like a good traditional level. And honestly, it kind of is, but this guy screws up bad in the subworld, unfortunately. There is a note in the notes at the beginning of the level that said, see if you can find the hidden boss room or something like that. And that's what I assume the red coins are for, the pink coins. But eventually I miss some and I never see what he's talking about. So there might be more hidden blocks. There was a hidden block to get one of the coins, which is fine if it's just a bonus. Who cares? That's fine. That's acceptable, I think. It's just when there's necessary things that are in hidden blocks that it becomes objectionable to me. This is starting to get a little suspicious with this. You don't need 3 blocks. There are 3 levels of blocks, 3 layers of blocks. Just 1 is fine. A little excavation, I guess. And here's another hidden block situation. But again, it's for the red coins, which are, as far as I can tell, a bonus. Which are probably valuable if you're in Endless, because I don't think there are any 1-ups otherwise in this level. So I'm got the checkpoint. I'm in the subworld. If you get a checkpoint in the middle level when there are red coins, it probably means that there aren't required red coins. The only exception would be if he hid them. This is where the level falls apart, though. Slow-ass snake block with potaboos that come out of nowhere where you can't, it's just a black background. There are some arrows, I guess, to give you some indication, but they don't 100% line up anyway. So a couple of times they do, but then other places they don't. So what are these arrows even? There's a bunch of arrows. They don't mean anything. So you eventually start ignoring them, and then one of these potaboos is gonna hit you in the butt. But I see the land over here, and I did die probably like 10 times at this point. But I did cut those out because it's the same thing over and over. So you see there's stuff to the left too, so that's probably where the other red coins are, at least some of them. I think there's one more red coin in this area as well. So a little bit of a Bowser Jr. fight. Honestly, I think I could just damage boost it at this point, because he doesn't block anything off to the right here. So I probably could get the bonus just by killing this guy and running to the right. Yeah, I think, if I recall correctly, that stuff is just right above me. Or right to the left, I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I could just get to this place. So yeah, there's the bonus room that I don't have the key for, so whatever. There's the flag, that's all I care about. I could jump, but I could jump up to the top if I wanted to get the 1-up. At least one 1-up. And who knows what's above there, it might be the other stuff, who knows. Like I said, that guy kind of ruined his own level with that snake block section. Anyway, if you like the video, please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next week. Thanks so much for watching.